I actually volunteered to have a little discussion with you this morning, and I was standing back there. I said, why did I volunteer to do this? Because it's an opportunity for everything that could go wrong to go wrong. and I honestly don't want that to happen. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Hans said elder of the people, and he said it kind of jokingly, but somebody came up with that term. I have no idea how long ago. And I don't know why they came up with it, but it kind of stuck. And I think it's because I love the people. I love this congregation. I love this church. And amen. Say that again. Amen. All right. And Sunday to me is the best day of the week. I can't wait to get here. I can't wait to get my hugs. He mentioned last week that I'm the hug guy. Hey, I'm open to all hugs, right? So I hope after this discussion, I'm still open for some hugs. Because even sometimes when we have family we love, we have to have discussions about some things that need to be talked about. And that's sometimes difficult. As you know, we are a diverse congregation. We have young, we have old, we have everything in between. We have people with canes, we have people with walkers, we have amputees, we have at least one in wheelchairs. And we have children that love to run, including my 3-year-old grandson. My wife had to take him out because he was a distraction. He had to leave. It's just such a pleasure to bring him, for my grandson to let us bring our great-grandson. But we need to control the running. And I stand out there after church, and they run down the aisles, and they run through the people, and I ask them to stop, and they just ignore me. Who am I? I'm just some old man telling them not to do what they want to do, right? So folks, we need your help. The older folks need your help. And if we love this congregation, if we love everybody that's here, we need to love them enough to ask our children not to run and make sure they don't. Down the aisles, in the foyer, and up and down the sidewalks. Now that was the easy one. The next one gets a little more difficult. We had some visitors a few weeks ago, a man and wife and 2 teenage girls, and they're looking for a church. And with them, they had another husband and wife and a teenage boy. That couple had actually been here a few times, and they had met with Hans and liked him and actually loved his preaching. So they all came back and sat through the service, and I made a point of reaching out to them later and saying, how'd you like it? She said, we don't know how we liked it. I said, well, what do you mean you don't know how you liked it? He said, we couldn't hear it. There's too much noise. The kids were out of control constantly. We just couldn't hear it. Well, we get that complaint regularly, and we don't want to talk about it. It's hard to say, folks, your kids can't be running back and forth during the 45 minutes of preaching. He works hard, Pastor Bill, wherever he is, works hard to prepare a message for us that will teach us and help us grow. And they are distracted. They lose their place. They can't stay focused when we have babies that cry and kids that are running all over. Last week, I was sitting out in the foyer, as I often do for security, and my wife sent me a text, and she said, is Josh running around? And I thought, I don't think so. But I'd been in the nursery rocking a young boy that wanted to cry. So I came out and looked, and I couldn't find Josh, our grandson. So I went downstairs, and he was sitting there doing exactly what he's supposed to do. So I went back and told her, well, he's not running around. Now, she sits in that far corner over there, and she could hear the noise coming from over here, and it was a distraction. So, folks, we need some help. This is something the elders can't fix. This is something the pastors can't fix. You need to fix it. And if we really love each other, if we love this congregation, we'll want to make sure that everybody gets everything they can out of the message, that the pastors can preach uninterrupted. And today is a special day. We're going to have a baptism. And the young man's going to be giving his testimony. We don't want any interruptions during that time. We want it to be quiet so we can listen and worship with them. So I hope that we can do something to solve the problem. I would appreciate it. All the people in here would appreciate it. And all the people that talk to him on a regular basis about the problem would appreciate it. So hopefully I haven't offended you all. Hopefully I still get some hugs. But help us out, please. Thank you.